Hey you guys, how you doing? I have my friend Max here who is I don't think he's very old, but he's blind in both eyes. So I thought I would show how I do blind dogs. I did have two, him and another one. The other one passed away. So I think he's my only totally blind dog. And I have him on a figure 8 harness hooked to the pole because he is blind. He doesn't have spatial awareness and he doesn't really know where the edge of the table is. And I don't want him to walk off and choke himself around the neck. So I have him on a harness. So if he were to walk off, he can't go anywhere. Luckily, my workspace is really small. So I always have a hand on him. But usually, as long as he can hear me, he will stay right there because he knows kind of where I'm at based on my voice. So when I do his haircuts, I don't play music over the speakers. I play them in my ears so that he can hear me. Because when the speakers are playing music, he doesn't know where I am and what I'm doing. And he will whine and cry and look for me. So, I try to make it... Stay on there, Blade. I try to make it as easy for him as I can. He's never been a really big fan of grooming. But he does well for me. We've gotten to know each other and he knows my touch and the sound of my voice and my smell. So when I walk in the house, he knows where I'm at. I know. He gets a little growly when I pick up his feet. He hates having his toenails done. Always has. Before he lost his sight, he would have to wear a cone because he would bite at my fingers. And I would just cone him so that I would... Oh, stop. I would not have my fingers bitten. After he lost his sight, he still gets cranky, but he doesn't try to bite me because he can't see where I'm at. I think he knows where I am, but without the sight, he doesn't know where my fingers are at. So he doesn't have to wear the cone anymore. Which is good. He hated the cone. He acted like it was just the worst thing in the world. So I'm just going to trim the hairs around his feet real quick. I do that for my own convenience when I try to use the Dremel. So I'm not dremeling his hair. And I'm just really getting the bottoms of the feet around. Because he gets a short haircut. But his nails get really long, really fast. So I try to trim around, clip them, Dremel them down, and then do the rest of the haircut. Now, he will growl, but, so don't be alarmed. Ow, I know. Hold on. I know you hate it, buddy, but it's entirely necessary. He is a long boy. He's a Havanese. So his body is so long that hopefully you can see what we're doing. Just gonna take off as much as I can on those nails. I know, Papa. I just reassure him that he's my good boy. You're doing a good job. Ooh, that dew clock curled a little. I know, Bubba. I know it. You are not happy about that. I have a Shiba that I do baths for, and ooh, she will scream at me when I go to do her toes. The Shiba Inus are just that way. This he doesn't hate as much. And I see I got a little of that quick, so I'm going to grab a quick stop pad real quick. Let's have a little quick stop pad I can dab on there. I didn't get it very much, just enough for it to kind of ooze out a little. I know. Yes. He sounds like he means business. Unfortunately, he can't see anymore to get me. I'm sure that's frustrating. No. Sit. Don't sit yet. I'm not done. Hold on, Papa. Yeah. There you go, mister. Let me see. Make sure that one's good to go. Or raise the table up. I keep it lowish, well, for the blow dry, because the blow dryer comes out of the wall, and where it comes out at, I can't raise the table above that. So the table's always low for the blow dry, and then I raise it a little bit so I can reach over them and do the farrier hold for their to do their feet, because I like to see the bottoms of their feet so I can see what I'm doing. Shave your little booty off camera because your body, he's so long. I definitely need a wide angle camera for him so you can see everything. Silly. Shave his boy parts there. don't know why. I've always done the sanitary and the feet, the nails before the actual haircut. Probably something I learned to do in school, in grooming school, and just have always done it that way. And some groomers will do it before the bath. I'll do it before the bath if I'm waiting for the hot water to heat up. And the poor guy, he's always like staring at the wall. I feel bad when he's like staring into space or staring at the wall because it's all darkness for him. So we're just going to take him down in the wide 5 blade. Kind of have to work around some things for him because like he does not like it on his front legs. And he's on the harness, so I gotta take the harness off of him to get it over his shoulders and his armpit area. Luckily, he does not exploit the fact that he's not on a harness. He'll stay put. And then what I can't get, I'll just hand scissor later. Okay, come here, Papa. He's also gotten like an aversion to getting picked up and moved, which, you know, I don't blame him for that. He can't see what's going on, and especially, I always like try to get him from behind so that he couldn't get me. But his mom told me that she went out to the yard to pick him up because he got lost, and he got so mad. And he's also a very stubborn boy, so that might play a factor into it too. He's always been stubborn, and it's hard for him to not be able to do things, I'm sure. I can relate, because when I was hurt, I had to walk with crutches. That's really hard. And you're used to like go, go, go all the time. And all of a sudden you can't go anywhere without a crutches. Or someone to help you navigate. Steve had to teach me how to walk upstairs with crutches. So I'm like, I don't know how to do this. So I'm being very careful with his back legs because his knees, he has tricky knees, so his kneecaps will pop out. Well, not his kneecap, but you know what I mean. He has luxating patella, so his knees pop, and it's like not a fun feeling to feel a dog's knee pop like that. As you know, it's trying to dislocate. It's like, usually I would pick him up to get down his chest down here, but with his knees being the way they are, I just would rather hand scissor the very middle. And there we go. I was getting a phone call there. So what I might do is all the scissoring bits in the rear end. And I'm gonna spray his tail with my Hydra detangling spray. I dropped the Hydra bottle and broke the top off. So this is my Fame Pet Products bottle. It's like a very fine mist. I like it. I think I'm gonna have to get another one for my coat handler spray that I use for dogs that don't, that I can't be doing scents with. Just gonna work this through a little. He's been getting tangles in his tail. And he does not appreciate the detangling process. So I'll take my thinning shears and just kind of thin those out so I can comb them. And I'll just close it over the area like twice, 3 times to kind of break it up a little so I can comb it out. Trying to avoid leaving holes in his hair. If I can untangle it without making it obvious. That is my goal. Because I always hate that, having to shave out mats of a tail and then it looks like Swiss cheese. Because like if a tail is too far off, I'll just shave the whole thing. He just has a couple of troublesome areas, and I think he might be rubbing his butt on the carpet. I'm thinking, hold on, buddy. I know, you get so tired. He gets so sleepy. Like when I go to do his front legs, sometimes he'll fall asleep. Here, you want to turn this one? See, he has a kind of a biggish one here. All of that. Any other dog I could probably comb and brush until it comes out, but he acts like I'm trying to skin him alive. So I will opt for the path of least resistance for this guy. Because in the end, I don't want him to hate grooming because, you know, that lady yanked on my tail. bad enough I do his toenails. His brother Louie doesn't care about me detangling anything. He won't stand for it. He'll sit, and then I just do what I can do, but he doesn't get as upset as Maxie here. Okay, Bob. Let's work on some feet. Kind of go around and get what I can get with the curved chunker, and then we'll go in with the straight thinner. I did find a curved thinner, the Kenchii website. I just don't remember if they were left-hand or not. I'll have to go back and investigate, because that would be cool. I feel like I'm all in the grill, all in the camera here. But he's always had this habit of backing up, and it's more pronounced now that he can't see. So he's just gonna keep backing that thing up into the camera. Which, you know, I can live with. It makes seeing what I'm doing for you very hard, but I more or less wanted to show you guys how I am able to groom a blind dog. My other one that I had, he was, I think he was blind since birth. This guy only went blind last year sometime, I forget when. So the learning curve has been a bit harsh for Max here. But my other one that I had, he was a lot more mobile. He was all over the table, and he was very small. So seeing him get it work done would have been probably a better representation of how I can do a blind dog. Not a lot of shops will do them because, I mean, there is an increased liability if something were to happen and they get hurt. And, you know, none of us are trying to get sued over an injured dog, but I am confident that I can keep him safe because, I mean, it's right here. All of my stuff is right next to me, so I don't have to go anywhere. And even, like, when I grabbed the quick stop pads, he didn't want to move. He's like, no, I'm fine right here. He's like, I just as soon be left alone. Come here, Max. But that other little guy, Cashew, oh man. If I had to reach anything across like just a step that way to my other cupboard, I'd have to take him with me because even on the harness, he was just jumping all over the place. He did not want me to be without him for a second. Which is so sweet. Always made me feel so special. Special. So I'm just going to do the same thing over here. Just kind of even stuff up with my thinners. Especially like on the inside of his thigh where it's hard for me to get into because, well, he doesn't want me to. He pushes against me, but I don't want to hurt his knee, so. There comes a point where I'll just give up the ghost and work around it some other way. That's a good boy, Max. Yeah, that's a good boy, Max. Comb out those hairs so I can see how long they are. Roll the skin out on his knee over here, like in the groin, so I can get some of that hair from inside this groin area, because I don't want to take the clippers in there too tight, get him rashed up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We're almost done with the rear, and then I'll go up front, okay? Almost, Papa. And he's a little bony, like his legs. With the short blades, sometimes it's hard to see if it's all even the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I think. Oh, what is that? Are you sneezing? Are you sneezery? So I'm just gonna straighten out his tail. Part it on either side, more or less. Hold on, hold on. More or less part it down the middle so I can take some stuff off the ends. I wish the camera angle would work from the right hand side so you could see what I learned from Expo to trim. So you trim it down and then they taught us to pull it up and trim the stuff that hangs below his booty. His booty butthole. To kind of give a more straight kind of flag tail, especially if they raise it up. You don't have a lot of uneven weirdness down there. Okay, now I'm going to take him off the harness so I can work on the front side. I'll take that down so I don't knock my head into it, because I will. Are you tired now? Come here. Just like, that's my cue to lay down. I always check to make sure I have the right blade on last Tuesday, I looked, but I didn't look long enough. And the blade that I had on was not the blade I had intended. It was one blade length shorter than I wanted, but it worked out. Oof. Sometimes when I run this across his throat, it'll pick up his collapsing trachea. That one startled me, man. I wasn't ready. In all honesty, I forgot that he does that until he did it. And I was like, oh yeah. And I take the clipper down his neck in the front. I'm just going to go over the outside of his armpit, and then I'll hand scissor the hair from, I pull it to the outside from in there so I'm not running a blade in his pit. Because that can lead to boo-boos. I don't want to give him a boo-boo. And for years, we were taught to put a 10 blade on and get right in that armpit. Zip, zip. No problem. I've had a couple problems over the years doing that. So I developed a new way to do it myself. And then when I was at Expo in a class, one of the grooming instructors there did the same thing that I do now. So I was like, oh, I'm on the right track. All right. It's nice to, have it shown to you the way that you are doing it, that you thought you made it up on your own and you really didn't. Usually fights me a lot harder for the shave down of his front legs. He must know he's on camera. He's like, she's filming, I better be good. I'll thin it a little, put it down. He's never been one to stand up for me to trim his front feet, so I kind of let him do what he wants, and I'll just work around it. There's not much I can do. For his legs, I can get him to stand. At least for a minute. I need this foot now, Papa. Before he lost his sight, he'd have his nose down here. And I was always having to like block his face because he just wanted to sniff around and get in the danger zone of the scissors. Yeah. The only bad part about him sitting for this part is he's not putting full weight on his feet. So the way his feet look may be different when he does stand up. But at this stage, kind of let him do what he wants. Right, Max? Right, Richie? Okay, I need you to stand up for a minute so I can look at your legs. So I'm just combing the hair out from his armpit area. And then I will put my fingers in front of his skin. So if I go scissor crazy with these thinners, I'm not going to pinch him. I would pinch myself first. This is what I was telling you I've been doing since I had a couple accidents within the last year. And it broke my heart because, you know, ow. So I'll just roll the skin from the inside of the armpit out, and then I'll pinch, not pinch, but I'll hold the skin. It works a little better when he's kind of facing me a little. Oh no, we're not laying down yet, man. He'll act so tired, and it's just, I can't do it anymore. I get him in the house, and he's running around crazy. It's like, really? It's like, where was that behavior 10 minutes ago? I know, there's no enthusiasm for him and grooming. There just isn't. He's never been sure this is necessary. That's probably good. Let me see. Take the comb and see if we have any tangles. Hi, Max. That's brave. Don't ever do that if you don't know the dog. Yeah. Kissing a blind dog's face is not a smart idea, but like I said, I've been doing him for a couple years. He knows me. Matter of fact, if I'm down here and he smells my face, he'll lick my face. Because he knows it's me. He knows he loves me, but he also knows he does not want to do a haircut. He's like, I'm very conflicted. I love you, but I don't want to do the haircut. It's just, don't have time for it. I love that. That's how the feeling I get from some dogs is they don't have time for me. I'm like, what else are you doing? Like, do you have a job? You going to work? What do you mean you don't have time for me? Silly doggies. Let's see. Gotta get this pet too, man. Come here, Max. Max, I need your pet, dude. He's like, oh, I'm pretty sure you don't. And there he goes. Come here, Max. I just gotta convince you to stay up for a couple minutes longer. I need your armpit. Come here. I know, Bubba. You don't want to do it. I know. You know, it was probably good enough. All right, Max, let me see your face then. So I'm going to pull some boogers out of his eyeballs. And scoop out his eye corners with my Flash 5. Inevitably, the left eye always gets more goopy, so the boogers are like just really cemented in there. And they don't comb out, so I'll just zip them out. Kind of get in his eyeball corners. He's got his tongue hanging out. Poor fella with no teeth up front. There's really nothing you can do to hold it in. So when I'm trimming around his face, or his mouth, I'll put my thumb over his tongue so I don't snip it or comb it. I can't imagine that would be a good feeling. Alright, so I'm going to come in with my 3/4 comb, take some of the length down. I have been focusing more on hand scissoring my faces, but Max and his brother, the way their faces are shaped, it's just a little easier for me to take a guard comb over it. Because Louie, not so much. Max has a very angular face, and I need to work on it. I know, Bubba. All you want to do is lay down. So I'm taking the 5 blade up a little higher on his neck. Go right under his jaw. Trying to make his neck look a little longer there. Oh. Oh, I did forget to tell you that. Did I forget to tell you? I don't know. He had his bath and his blow dry already. I don't know if I remembered that part or not. I haven't necessarily been filming my baths and blowouts. Well, the blowout because it's, loud. But the bath and the blow dry, it just makes the video so long that I don't think anyone wants to watch them that long. I used to frame his face so that he could see. Now it's more or less so Mom can see his eyeballs. Not so he can see, so she can see his eyes. Because he gets goopies. Grab the chunker. I'm just not chunking out enough in between his eyeballs. thinning some of this mustache down. Now I'm gonna chunk out some hair in front of the ear opening. Try to keep it nice and open in front of the ear opening so there's airflow and all that stuff. Then I'll go over and thin it a little, so maybe if I have chop marks, I can get rid of the chop marks from the chunker. It adds a couple extra steps, but they're quick steps. And thin out a little on top. I'm trying to blend his head into his neck. Take the straight chunkers, kind of go along the jawline. Usually I use my curved ones, but I've been trying it out with the straight ones, and I feel like it does the same thing. I can get it quicker with the straight chunkers from Kenchii. Than I can with my curved chunkers from GSH, because I don't know why. Dude, you keep farting. It's like, I'm so comfortable. I'm gonna let it all out. I know. So I think I'm gonna try something new with him and kind of zip the hair on his lip. In front of his lip, maybe. He gets a little, he pulls it in. He pulls the hair in from his top lip, and of course now he has no teeth, so he gets the tangles in there. Make sure his tongue is in. That might be a hard one to explain to his mom. Well, you'll see what had happened was, I feel like that's a little better. Let's see. I feel like that's a little cleaner. I was looking at my hand. Looking at my scissoring technique is really what I was doing. And then I realized my face is like right there. Okay, you can lie down right here. Right there. Spritz his ears with some of the Hydra Detangle. I noticed when I was doing his blow dry, he had some tangles in here. Close to the ear leather. So I'm gonna hope they can be combed out. And I saw them from the underside. So let's see. There's one. It's a little more forgiving for me to untangle his ears. His tail, not so much. Well, that wasn't too bad. So I'm holding the ear leather. I put my fingers at the end of the ear leather, so I'm not really yanking on his skin too much. I mean, it'll pull, but not like I'm yanking on it without holding the skin down to try to protect it. He has one tangle in the back of the ear. I'm just going to snip out. Because it seems like along the back of the ear is more sensitive than the leather for some reason. Or he just hates it more there. I don't know. Got some tangled ear hair. Woo! Tickle, tickle. He had a big old fat, like, earwax booger on his ear hair, and it was tangled in there. So I was just cutting the hair. All right, let's see. Oops, that's not what I want. If I can trim your ears with you laying down. Because inevitably you'll get up and change where your head's at. And then it'll look different. So usually when I'm like fine tuning his ears, I'll make him sit up because he holds them different when he's laying down. And he'll even hold the left one different than the right. Okay, Bubba, can you sit up for me? I know it's hard. I know it. You're so tired till I put you in the house. Then you're a ball of energy because you feel all sassy. So his left ear, you can't see it from that side, but his left ear, it'll like fold in weird. Like the back part right here will fold in, so then it really changes the shape of his ears. You know, I'm trying to stretch his neck out so I can see his ears from the front to the back. Oh, can we pick it? Flatten them out. I'll be forgiven if they're not completely. And completely and totally, like, perfectly even, because now let's check his hearing. It's up here, Bubba. It's up. Oh, it's right here. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. I think that's about good. All right, you guys, I'm going to take his picture and get him in the house and have my lunch on the way to the next one. Until next time. I don't have a good ending, I don't think. A lot of people have, like, the stuff they always say at the end. I change it all the time. I know I should tell you to like and subscribe and share my videos beforehand so that if you quit halfway through, you will have heard that message. I forget to do that. So, if you could please subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you see all the videos that I upload or the posts that I put up. Like my videos so I can see if you like them. I mean, I'm jazzed that one of my videos has almost 300 views, but that doesn't tell me if you like it. That just tells me you looked at it. You watched it, but did you like it? Did it help? Am I doing it right? I don't know. I haven't taken a class for how to put up YouTube videos people like. It's a learning thing. Alrighty, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.